All right. So, Nancy, how long have we worked together? If
You
you
know,
have the date in mind.
I was thinking about that other day. I would say at least 6 years.
Wow.
Way back when you worked for an organization as a trainer.
Yes.
Um,
And do you remember why you first came to see me?
I do. I do. Partially because it was so hard to get up and down off the floor if I needed to pick up something or I needed to lean over or something. And I also remember that I had terrible plantar fascia in my foot, and it was just hurting so bad I could hardly walk. And I was just a big mess.
So it sounds like you had a lot of mobility issues and you were losing your ability to function in life.
Yes, yes, yes. And we had seen you working with some other clients, and Jim said, "Why don't you call that guy up there and see if he can help you?" So that's when we called to see if you could help.
Okay. And then did you also have some knee and back problems?
Yes, yes, yes. For years, I've suffered from restless leg, and just where my legs just feel like there's a pulse going through them that makes them jerk and so forth. And, again, very stiff back, very hard to, if I picked up anything, I would pay the price the next few minutes and the next few days. So, yeah, lots of issues. I was
Yeah, and
getting
in
old
case
and not graceful.
yeah, and in case people don't know this about you, but you are quite the gardener.
Yes, 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 yes. What you're seeing behind me is actually part of my garden.
Awesome.
Mhm.
So you were losing your ability to do what you loved,
Right, right.
which was tough.
Yes, 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 right.
And as many gardeners will know that when you have chronic back pain, it's hard to get things done outside.
You can't do it because there's always some digging or a pot that needs to be moved or something, and it's very difficult.
Yeah. And Nancy, I'll try to fill in some blanks if I need to, but do you remember what our first sessions looked like?
Oh, well, I remember one of the first things you wanted me to do was a push up, and it was just kind of like, no way. That just isn't going to work. I was also having trouble with my right hand and trying to squeeze anything. So I couldn't do that. Um, we were upstairs and you had some equipment, but not a lot. Kinds of things. You did suggest some of the equipment down in the area that had the equipment in it that I used when I didn't come to you. But you were getting to know me, of course, and trying to figure out how to help all the different things that were going on for me.
Yeah,
But
and you had
certainly not
a small
specialized.
list.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, and I remember, way back 6 years ago with your back pain, we had to first assess what the root cause was behind it. And I don't think it took long, only about 2, 3 months, and you weren't talking about your back anymore, were
no,
you?
no. I mean, you started off with band pulls, and it was like, and then it was like, oh, no big deal. You it hurt. It hurt to do those things, but you're right. The success came quickly.
Yes, and after, I should say, after that, so after the initial stages of getting your pain down, then we moved on to, I would say, regular fitness.
Yes, right, 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 right. Um, and certainly we've worked in lots of different places but always been together. With trying to figure out not only how to increase my stamina, but increase my flexibility. I think that's the most amazing thing because like a while ago, I needed to reach down underneath a piece of furniture and way back and pull out an electric extension cord. And it was like, oh, just get down and do it, and did it and got back up. And it was like, okay. And didn't even realize it, except I knew today we were going to be talking. And I went, 6 years ago, I could not have done that. I mean, I would
Yeah,
have had to have gotten something to have pulled up on to have stood back up if I had gotten down. And I
yeah,
think about that.
and I have worked with both you and your spouse now for quite a while.
Right.
And you two have been, trucking along with gaining fitness, maintaining, but also gaining over time. And recently you've had a bit of a fitness test at home. Do you want to talk about that?
No, we're moving. And yes, that has been quite an interesting challenge. And I mean, again, while today I've been moving boxes along with my sister-in-law and niece, who are both significantly younger than me. And, now I can't keep up with them all day, but by 4 o'clock, I need to slow down. But I mean, all day we've been moving boxes and packing and taking things off the wall and reaching down and under and things. And you just do it. Don't even think about it. Still have every once in a while some issues at night, but nothing like I used to. Used to be able to not sleep after a strenuous day. And now, even as strenuous as these days are physically, not having any of that. And I think that's because my muscles do get such a good workout.
Yes. And with all the issues that you've had, talking again about the small laundry list, over the years, things have come and go, but we've pretty much solved them all as they have come, and now they've gone.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we've had knee issues, the foot issues, even the hand issues. I mean, it used to be that I could not even squeeze anything, and I wore a brace much of the time. And now, as long as I somewhat think about it, I have no issues. And I can go out and work in my garden or do whatever I need to. But I mean, I remember for weeks you would rub and rub and rub my hand to try to break up the cartilage. And even to the point that we were just going to the doctor to get cortisone shots and try to postpone surgery. And now that's not even a thing I even think about.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
So your hard work has paid off, where you put your investment in energy and time into fitness and health, and you don't have to take pain pills.
No.
You live a very functional full life into retirement.
Right. And that's, to me, was what's important. As I look, and my husband laughs a lot about, do we look like grandparents? And I don't want to look and act like an older adult who can't get around. And that's important to me, to be able to do the kinds of things that I enjoy and not have to have a walker or not be able to accept invitations because I can't do whatever the activity is, where it's walking on the beach or going out to eat and parking a couple of blocks away and walking to the restaurant. I want to be able to do that.
Great. And my number one goal for my clients is I want them to not be in pain. And then secondly, to be able to do what they want to do with their life.
That's right. And that means so much as you're getting older. I mean, I have to stop and realize, oh, wow, Nancy, you are old, but I don't feel that old. I don't feel near as old as I did when we started, because again, I can do the things I want to do. I'm not stopped because I can't do them. Now, I may not be as fast as I used to be years and years ago, but I can do more than I could 10 years ago. So that is important to me.
Great. So thank you very much for telling your story. Is there any last things you want to say?
Well, how great I think the fitness is. And, do I look forward to coming every week? There are times you think, oh, I have to stop and, get ready for that and stop what I'm doing. But I think the importance of it is so vital. And Jim and I have been told by Jason as we move how important it is for us. And we know that we continue this same cycle, because I think we could fall back into that stiffness and hurting and pain medicine very quickly if we don't continue making an effort to do the exercises.
All right. Very good. Well, signing off for now. Thank you very much.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.